here I'm standing in front of a house that was built in the 1980s in Bantry Bay. At the time it was very in vogue, but now it's screaming for a makeover.
The psychology of this space is clearly not in line with its new owners, and it's our job to transform the space so that it aligns with their dreams, hopes and desires. Okay, so as a bit of background on this project, we were given a rather challenging budget, and the brief was to open it up as much as possible so that you can enjoy much more of the views from the outside in.
So basically what Ren and I are also discussing is the basic fundamentals of the age of the house, and what is so obvious, the age and the approximate sort of the giveaways, should we say, of the dated interior design elements.
The telling details of this space, reflecting its age, which we obviously want to modernize, are things such as round columns, this little diamante marble on the floor, the bullnose detail on the bar, as well as the dado rails going around the house, the smoky mirror that just also brings quite an oppressive feel to the space.
Alright, so Ren, looking at the kitchen where we're standing, how do you feel about the space?
Horrid. The space feels boxed in and it doesn't make me feel like I want to be inside here. The track light system that's outdated and inefficient energy-wise. The detailing across the bar area.
Yes, and the other aspects from my point of view are, if you're just standing in this kitchen, you've got such a great exterior view to look at. And the irony is, if you're entertaining in this kitchen, which is obviously too small to put a tiny table in or somewhere where you can actually sit within this environment, the actual breakfast area is looking back onto the kitchen, which is incredible, instead of looking out onto the view. It just really feels like there's a lack of light. So also at first glance, you know, how these people on a completely subconscious level, I would imagine, have put an inset of frosted glass into the kitchen door. Whether or not they actually knew what they were doing is almost trying to get more light into this room.
I'm sorry.
There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. So.
Alright,
Here we are.
this is another typical room where flow of space is being underutilized purely because of a cosmetic wall that serves no real function in a tiny little space like this. So this area, I feel, could be better utilized as a scullery as part of the kitchen. We put it into this dead void
Alright, so you're going to create the bathroom within this area over here rather.
with fresh air extraction, and that's as simple as that.
Sure. Okay, room number 2. I'm really feeling this room.
Well, this was obviously an old office, and you know, the natural tendency of human psychology is to want to integrate your environment, your outside environment with the inside, and this is what they're trying to achieve here. But in my personal opinion, I think it looks quite corporate. We don't want to lose the natural light, but at the same time we want to bring a bit of personality into the space which works for this client.
Yeah.
Everything is about light, flow, texture. That's all of what creates a psychology for a person and feeling at home in the environment. Wow, this space really leaves me cold.
Yeah, it does, but there's a good amount of natural light in here though.
Which, with the right type of finishes or effective finishes, I think is a stunning space to work with. The whole crux of the bathroom for me personally is that it's a sanctuary. Time to unwind, rejuvenate, refresh. And this space doesn't do that for me.
The other element in this room which I'm not comfortable with is the original marble floors, which are also really great when you're working with a natural product. But then the sharp contrast of these really cheap, nasty tiles that I think almost I look at them in a close-up view, and it looks like they've sort of tried to do a modern take on merging the two, which also leaves me in a bit of a funny quandary.
Also, you don't want to walk into a toilet as you enter a bathroom.
Definitely not. You don't
It's
want
much
to see that,
nicer
no.
to conceal it. Rectangular or square lines is always better to work with from an energetic point of view. It just makes you feel better in a space. These angular lines is also right backdated into the 80s.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
You know, I look around, I look at the elements of the taps and the, you know, the shower rows and just the basic things and the elements that have been put together in this space. And they, for me, they're very dating.
So I think we can keep some structural walls and swing the toilet and conceal it slightly without having to incur too many costs. Create a nice big shower on this side where we elongate the window to create more of that natural light that we're into.
Yeah.
Because that's northern light, which is lovely. and then create another boundary wall on this side to conceal your toilet from the shower, and we just open up all of that.
So you'll be looking from here straight through to the bedroom and straight onto the view of the sea.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Love it. I love it.
Welcome back to the Bantry Bay project. Our trusted team has started the bashing and breaking of the 80s remnants. There's no turning back now.
Returning from a site visit, here we are in beautiful Cape Town 2012. We're in our creative studio where our design team is busy brainstorming.
Just so that you're on the same page, Janelle and I have gone through probably about 10 layouts for this bathroom area, which is quite a challenge, but I think we've hit the sweet spot. I think Janelle is... Hi, Janelle.
Yeah, the revisions for the latest bathroom layout.
Great. Oh, that looks 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Yeah, I think the flow of space works a lot better in this layout. Can maybe tweak one or two minor details, but I think this is on the right path.
So Ren, getting back to the actual timber floors, this is the one I've had a look at. It's very cost effective. It's coming in within the client's budget.
Brilliant.
I like the texture. I think the colour's good.
Stunning, and I think it really aligns with his contemporary feel that he was after. And just a quick one, are we still doing the same Crete floor on this section?
Yeah.
That's a lovely contrast. I'm going to pick up the lighter shades on that, yes.
Okay, definitely. Mo's actually found a really nice finish. And I love the colour.
Great.
I think that's going to work really well.
Stunning.
And then one last thing is the shower detail, which I think is
oh, lovely. Well. This is an improvement on the initial one they wanted, not so. Not that we want to derail clients.
And then Mo, regarding the fabrics, I think you've done a great job. Mo's found some really nice foils.
Lovely.
Just got to find out the colour. Can you just write down, we're going to leave it to you to kind of come up with a few options first. Just jot down the codes.
I think the workflow works a lot better in this layout. I think there might be one or two areas that the client might want to tweak, but I think the whole layout flows a lot better than the last one.
Great. I feel the same, yeah.
Looks
fabulous.
So I think the next step is to actually choose some fabrics, maybe bring some in and show Andrew.
Wow, this looks amazing. Hi Claire, hi Renee, how are you?
Good in you,
Very well, thanks. This looks beautiful.
Thank you. How was your honeymoon?
Oh, it was great. It was the best few weeks of my life, I think. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got to relax while you guys were slaving away and making this place look so amazing.
Stunning.
But wow, what a difference. When we came to look at the house, we loved the view, we loved the sea. You know, Tracy and I are both outdoor people. I surf, I mountain bike. I love to be in and out the whole day. So, you know, one of the important things for us was being able to have that feeling where you literally just had the sea on your doorstep. And the house didn't have that when we moved in. And I think now that you've had your creative flair added to it, I think we've definitely achieved that. I think it's fantastic. You know, we've got a lovely open pan feel. We can look out at the sea and be standing in the kitchen. So yeah, thank you very much. It's stunning.
The main objective for the kitchen was to create maximum utilization of space in order to alleviate work surfaces. The palette was once again kept neutral to create coherence throughout the house and add to the continuity. The shortcut to creating an overall feeling of space in a limited area is to always keep finishes and details simple, and to use a neutral palette and textures to create interest. In this kitchen, we decided upon duck egg blue due to the surrounding location of this property and the sea views.
One of the things I was worried about was making sure that this inside-outside flows correctly, and I think you've done it so well. I remember last time when I first came to look at this house, we had a massive pillar sitting right here. And I remember there was a difficulty getting through to this space. We almost isolated the dining room and the lounge area from the rest of the TV and the kitchen area. So I think this opening up of the space is what's made it a lot more user-friendly.
Well, I remember in the beginning how you mentioned that in summer you really like to live outside with Tracy and sort of you wanted to create that very lounge area.
Exactly.
And then in winter, the ideal would have been to have that same experience but bring it inside. And I think with bringing the fireplace into this area, we've managed to create that exact wish.
Absolutely, because we can actually probably just take the same furniture and bring it and put it right in front of the fireplace in winter and still have the views to enjoy.
Telling details such as the marble and diamond floor inlay and partitioned windows lock a space back in time by simply opening up a space and incorporating neutral and natural elements immediately transforms outdated to contemporary.
Clever planning and creative thinking will ultimately lead to more functional spaces. Here we opted for pulling the guest loo to the front of this space and dedicating the back area to the kitchen, creating a scullery. So Andrew, of the 30 layouts that we proposed, is this one making you happy?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I was a little concerned having an open plan bathroom with the main bedroom, but the space just works very nicely. You know, you've got a nice open feel to it, and it's quite soothing and relaxing, and you can sit in the tub and have a view of the sea, and I think it works very nicely, so I'm very happy.
I'm glad you say that, because on the outset Claire and I were saying that the bathroom is one of the areas where you would come to wash the day away, and we just thought opening it up like this is inviting the outside view in. Yeah, you've got the view, you've got the space, we've really utilised it in every nook and corner.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because I used to dread waking up in the morning because obviously one has to go to work.
Yeah.
But now I look forward to it because the sun's coming out, I can open the curtains, I can look at the sea.
Yes.
I think all the elements just work well together. You know, one of the great things with this room is that Tracy's got 30, 40 cupboards there where she can store all her shoes and her clothes, and she's got a built-in cupboard for her hairdressing and so on. So I think the nice thing is it actually flows together quite easily, and it's all within one contained space.
The bed and bath was opened up to optimize the utilization of space, flow, as well as light. We opted for a neutral palette once again in order to create a coherence throughout all of the spaces. We upgraded the sanitary ware from plastic to chrome and enhanced our contemporary look by adding complementary features such as glass tiles, cement tops, bamboo cabinetry, as well as semcrete floors.
I think also, Ren, what works so well for me personally when you've kept the old part of the old structure is it's letting in an incredible amount of natural light, which is so important, you know, and then also coming through in the bathroom area you've got a natural source of light. So that just resonates with me personally because it makes the entire room feel much better.
The eastern light is the light that we wake up with, and you're capturing all of that in the space, which is basically the energy-giving light. And it sets the tone for your day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, people always say you've got to find a house that's north-facing or northeast-facing. And it's not just to do with the view, it has to do with making sure that you can get natural light through as many hours as possible. And there's cost savings involved. You know, your electricity savings the electricity costs are going up all the time. So you need to take all these factors into account when you decide on where to move.
What I'm really excited about what we achieved in this space is creating this bay window and framing this beautiful view that you were wanting, and then excluding this nasty view on that side by bricking that existing window up. Has really created a multifunctional space.
One of the things I also love is being able to just sit here and you can actually have a chat with the people sitting around the TV area. So.
And it's a multifunctional space now because you can store your storage underneath that you haven't got space for otherwise. And then eventually we can create a beautiful little gardenscape here which will soften this view as well and bring in a bit of greenery contrasting against the concrete. Now we're organising the space so that the flow happens through but you're not excluding any views. So I think I'm pretty chuffed with it.
Without all the dated columns, walls and bulkheads, we have created maximum flow and functionality, ushering in a new lifestyle of open plan living.
I had my reservations when we first took on the project. You know, obviously everybody says that renovations are daunting, but I'm very happy. I think the final result has really proven that you can create an amazing space within an area just by changing certain elements. So, yeah, thank you to everybody that's helped in putting it all together. But I'm very happy.
People always ask me, what's the secret to designing a beautiful room? For me, it's unexpected inspiration mixed with classic design principles. It's understanding the rules, but knowing when to break them. You want to know more? Come on, I'll tell you how it's done. We are going to tear out that ugly old fireplace and reconfigure that whole wall. We're going to cover up the 2 small windows in the living room. One window is going to be covered by a tall storage cabinet. Then we're covering up the other small window with a cabinet that will house a very shallow gas fireplace. In the middle, where the fireplace was, we're going to work in a bench with storage below, and above, beautiful focal point, a TV that's a mirror. The dining room table, I'm thinking weathered woods, I think I know the exact place I need to go.
Well, this would be a good choice. Tubular steel, very hard, very durable. It's not like modern.
Pristine, I need something that when Nicole and it looks like it's been there forever. In between this look and that look.
Then we would go with this piece right here.
Oh, yeah.
Where we actually take the bottom side,
okay,
clean it all up.
Why the bottom, not the top?
The bottom was what was underneath, so it didn't take the wear.
Right. I love it. A place like this is perfect because it allows you to mix and match the top that you're looking for, the base that you're looking for. It's like, finding the good-looking guy with the great personality. Guest suite. Use your imagination.
Trying really hard. It's important, isn't it?
So we'll do a queen-size bed coming out about here, little seating area, TV, fireplace. Then all of this stuff goes into here.
Take these walls apart in a smart way instead of swinging big sledgehammers and smashing them apart. We want to try to save some of this molding because this is like beautiful old arts and crafts molding, and so we can reuse it in other places.